is Adam Malone, and thank you for joining me today on Midweek Meltdown, your wife's favorite news program. We got no time to fuck around, so let's get right into it, alright? We're going to start it off hot. That's right, Charlie Adelson. Charlie Adelson's in the midst of his trial today. States rested their case. He decided, I'm going to go ahead and take the stand, because I think in his mind, he's thinking, if I were innocent, I would take the stand because I've got nothing to hide. So he's trying to do what he would think he would do if he were innocent. But he's not innocent, so this is going to backfire on him, ladies and gentlemen. He spent the entire day getting direct from his attorney. So for about an hour tomorrow, on Friday, November 3rd, they're going to go ahead and defense is going to continue their direct. And then Georgia's going to get up there with her cross-examination, and she is going to beat the living shit out of Charlie Adelson, ladies and gentlemen. And if you think Charlie's lawyer is a piece of shit, Georgia is as big of a piece of shit. This woman dresses like my third grade English teacher in that they both look like they poach the couches of the elderly out of season to take their pelts and wear them. I don't know where she gets her jackets, but I'm assuming it's the fucking retirement home. All right, next story. We're going to go ahead and we got ourselves some more chaos in Delphi. Richard Allen, this whole shit's going on. They had a new hearing. He's got his new lawyers. And we sent our field reporter out there to give us a little hands-on information. So let's go ahead and pitch it to our man Cletus and see what he's got to say. Hey, Cletus, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Okay. I'm going to need you to keep your mouth shut because I'm surrounded by Odinists, all right, Adam? I normally like our banter, but go ahead and keep your mouth shut and let me run with this one, all right? I'm here in Delphi. Judge, she's an Odinist. Cops, give me a fucking break. They're all Odinists. Killers, we know they're Odinists. Townsfolk, they're all Odinists. I think the only person in this town that ain't an Odinist is goddamn Richard Allen. And it ain't looking good, mate. He had some lawyers from out of town. Guess what? They weren't Odinists either. Alright? They fucking kicked him off the case. And the new guys, surprise, surprise, they're Odinists. Now I gotta hop on my paramotor and fly out of here before they fucking kill me. Alright? But trust me, they're everywhere. That is wild, ladies and gentlemen. Cletus needs to get himself out of fucking Indiana. And what I heard, Cletus told me when he landed his paramotor, he thought he was gonna get shot. He landed it in a farmer's field, and apparently out there in Indiana, all these rural neighborhoods, you can see right through the windows of their house. They got an 85-inch TV with goddamn News Nation on it. So they probably all been sitting there watching Brian Enton go on about these friggin' UFOs. They probably thought he was a space alien like in the beginning of Back to the Future. He's lucky they didn't shoot his ass and leave him in a field out there in Delphi. And I tell you what, Richard Allen's attorneys, they might feel like they're getting the shaft and they're really getting screwed over, but guess what, buddy? At the end of the day, them two fucking guys are going home. You know who ain't going home? Richard Allen. Richard Allen is in a worse place now than he was before they took him on as their client. And that should not be the case because they filed that insane memorandum about the fucking Odinists. And if they new defense doesn't run with that, it's going to be in the internet's mind forever, all day long on Twitter. What about the Odinists? So, you know, he's kind of in a lose-lose situation. His defense had something, at least, they could have gone on. I'm not sure if the jury would have bought it, but we didn't see all the evidence they had. And it's not really their job to prove anything. You know, the burden of proof is on the state. But just like Charlie Adelson, Richard Allen's defense went ahead and gave themselves a little something to prove. So that's one worth keeping your eye on. And ladies and gentlemen, you should feel sorry for Richard Allen because he's getting the short end of the stick. He's getting fucked over. His lawyers, not so much. Next, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got everybody's favorite burger, Brian Kohberger. Or as Nancy Grace likes to say, Brian Kohberger. I don't know what's up with her voice. It's like she's a Southern Belle Valley girl. But anyways, according to Nancy Grace, today Brian Kohberger had his IGG hearing, which is the investigative genetic genealogy. I said that right on the first time. And what that is when the FBI or law enforcement takes your DNA and they run it through them like 23andMe or fucking Ancestry.com, them websites where you can like get your genetic information about what part of the world your blood is from. And then they build a family tree and they narrow it down to you and then they got you. But they cut some corners there. Obviously, they're trying. Of course, the FBI in the States can be like, we would never cut corners. We're us. But I mean, give me a fucking break. Of course, they're cutting corners. They're them. So that whole rigmarole is going on. And today, Judge John Judge, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Judge, he decided, go ahead and hand me that paperwork and you get it to me by the 1st of December. I'll lay my beautiful eyes upon it, give it a little purview, and then decide what the defense can get. So we might be having some major advancements in that, or we might not. But right now, we are on the edge of the seat. They sold us the whole seat, ladies and gentlemen, but we're only going to need the edge. And that wraps it up for this edition of Midweek Meltdown. We'll see you folks, you beautiful folks, this Sunday for, that's right, Real Crime with Cletus.